It's interesting how this business, how you enjoy it certain times. There's always tough times, but there's days where you say you understand why you do it and why people do it generally. 2 years in a row, that picture was taken out on an island called Barhaven Island, which is at the north end of Placentia Bay, which is in the ocean, in Newfoundland. And myself and 4 other people have an interest in, we stake some claims out there. We call ourselves the Newfoundland Prospecting Syndicate. It's just a loose alliance. We're all supposed to put in a certain amount of time, and we pay our own costs and that sort of thing. And we staked this property out on Barhaven Island, and two prospectors involved, 2 geologists, myself and another young fellow works with Marathon Gold, Dylan Abbott, Norm Mercer, who's the president of the Newfoundland Labrador Prospectors Association, and 2 Sweet Apples prospectors from Glovertown. Anyway, two Septembers in a row, we have gone out to this island. Now, this island, we go from Garden Cove, so we drive from St. John's to Garden Cove. We get on a 39-foot longliner and we go down to the area. He takes us in, drops us off, and then he goes, what does he do while he's waiting for us? Well, he goes scalloping. So he just goes up and down the area and takes scallops. And he picks us up later on, and we come back and go back home with it. In the meantime, he's got these fresh scallops that he charges $12 a pound for.
Love it.
2 years in a row, and they've been perfect days, flat, calm, and sun coming down, and you're going down in Placentia Bay, and this is called the Inner Passage, and it's just beautiful. Okay, so anyway, that's the context of it. So myself and Dylan we went one way, and the other guys went to another area. So that's the way we divided up. And we had taken we'd gone the longer tour, longer area. I'd been in there the year before, but we hadn't gone around the island, around that pond. So Dylan went one way, I went the other way, and I went. There was a chunk of quartz on the side of the pond. I looked at it, took some samples and stuff, and then I went to get up and on the bank, and the bank was maybe 2 feet high, something like that. And I climbed up on it. I got on a knob, and if you know Newfoundland, we call it go withy. It's just really hard walking. I stepped on this knob, and for somehow I slipped backwards. Of course, when I slipped backwards, I had rocks in my pack sack, and it took me backwards. I swung around somehow. I ended up back on my back in the pond. I got completely soaked. I mean, I was still, my upper body, most of my upper body was still on the beach, but the rest of me was in the water. And I just said, how in the heck did I do that? I mean, I didn't hurt myself, luckily, because I mean, these things could be things. And when I met Dylan, I went when we at the end of the pond, when the picture was taken, I was just drying out. The water was running off me. But I mean, it didn't really interrupt the day, but it was so nice. It just when you do that, it was a tough day. That's a hard walk too.